Hey there, testing 1, 2, 3. We are back with some more Gods of Defense. If you don't remember, I played this game when it was in early access, but now it's been out for like a few weeks now, and it's finally time that I can finally play it since I have a lot of free time now. Obviously, as you can see here, I played a bit of this game just so I can unlock. I played a total of 14 runs already just so I can unlock some of these towers. I will explain the upgrade tree later, but for now, let's just try to like go along and play. Um let's play Bountiful so at least I can explain to you the game. And the game's pretty fast because there's a speed like the game's pretty fast in general. So if you are familiar with Rogue Tower, it is similar to this. It's more of how do I say this? It's more chaotic in a good way, and it's more like large in scale if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, similar to Rogue Tower, we have our waves here. If you click here, you extend the map. This is your base. You protect it. You have 10 lives over here. I hope you can see my cursor. And then you have the towers here. So you have a gun, you have a fount. So a fount is like a mana siphon. I'm sorry if I will do some comparisons here and there, but because it's just easier to explain some mechanics here and there. Anyway, so mana siphon here, it gathers mana. I will show you what the mana does later. You have gold here in order to purchase your gun. As usual, the more guns you place, the more money it costs for the next gun. Also, you can use WASD to move the map. And what's interesting about this is you can rotate everything. So if you have a trouble looking at certain areas or placing some towers, you can just rotate. These are prayers, these are matter, this is corruption. They will be explained later here. Anyway, what's interesting about this is, if you want to upgrade them, you can upgrade certain aspects of the tower rather than overall. So let's say I want to upgrade the damage first. Well, obviously, as the game progresses, this automatically upgrades. But if you want to prioritize an upgrade, so let's say if you want this tower to have more range, so you can hit earlier, or just have more crit and all those things. And similarly, there is priorities. So from closest, farthest, least shield, most shield, slowest, fastest, corrupt, burning, and airborne, you can prioritize that. And let's say if you are tired to prioritize everything, you can set a group priority here. So let's say you want all of the towers to become target the farthest from the temple, and you apply. So all of these things, especially if you click remember for future towers, they will default to that. So if you'd want to have like don't want to constantly click on these things, you can do that. So anyway, let's do this. So these are the enemies right here, and this is how the enemy. So let's say here I want to upgrade the range. You can do that. If you want to upgrade like in general everything here, you can hold control. As you can see here, click on the tower to upgrade. So basically it adds 50 gold to the tower. So if I click this, it upgrades everything. It adds 50 to everything with the gold value. And let's say if you misplaced one like that I did, you can hold Alt to delete it. And so you can use the scroll wheel to change the amount you want to spend on the upgrades. So if you want to spend a lot, you can do it as much as you want. And that's basically it. If I press tab, you can fast forward. This is what I said about it can easily be really fast, because you can just do ×4 here. So if you're looking at this, you might think that it's relatively easy-ish as compared to other roulettes, but later parts it would be so hard. Anyway, similarly, every few rounds you get an upgrade, so you can have +2 range to all guns. You can see the worth, which is really nice. Or you can have another tower. So as much as I want to have this, I'd rather have another tower so at least I can show you. So the pyro, fire damage that penetrates shield and kills over time. And let's slow it down. So what I usually do is for pyros, since they hit like through shields and everything, I usually make them, and you know what, let's do this. Let's target the pyro. Let's have them target the corrupt. So if wondering what is corruption, I hope I will explain to you once they show up. But basically this is the corruption here. So every round every few rounds I get a blessing, right? So the corruption is like obviously the opposite of that. Let's upgrade you and upgrade you. So the corruption is opposite of that. So if okay, here if you saw that swordy thing, I hope I can catch the I hope I can catch it sooner. I mean in the next few rounds here. Because it is an important factor that adds depth to the game. So everything is split here. You can see 33% of the enemies go through certain areas. Now let's upgrade you. I hope I can see some corrupted units here. None so far. Here. So these ones are corrupted units. So these corrupted units, once the circle thing, that thing touches a tower, you gain corruption meter. If it fills the bar over here, you get a corruption. So you have no choice but to get a detriment to your entire what do you call this? To your entire round. Not really round, more it's like round. So anyway, we got a mortar. So if you're not familiar with mortars, mortars are essentially like AOE gods. But for me, whenever I do mortars, I usually try to have them like mix of farthest and closest, so they can hit like almost all. So as you can see here, what I like about this game is, look at this, how satisfying it looks. Like the explosions and the special effects, really good. Anyway, let's continue here. Let's place you. Let's upgrade you so that you would be useful. So usually my goal is for these guys, the earlier towers, to just hit the corrupt ones. So they would not reach other towers and give me corruption. So at least only one tower will get hit by the corruption. So there are also a lot more towers that I haven't upgraded yet. So at least in the future videos, I can showcase them to you. But for now, let's just enjoy what we currently have. Let's place you here. Ooh, another blessing. Resist the corruption. Okay, critical damage to pyro. Honestly, let's go for bazooka. Bazooka, as you can see, is really amazing. It's kind of like, how do I explain this? For me, it's considered to be like a last resort of kind of deal. As you can see, the upgrades here are for missiles, reload time, and range. You might be wondering, why the hell does it have a really long reload time? As you can see, it's really expensive. I only placed 2 towers. But if you... bazookas in general, as you can see, these guys, they can one-shot any unit. And as I say, any unit. So they're really good for really high HP targets, or the ones that get through. That's why I usually place them like at the far end of the base, so at least I know that I would really need them if enemies were to reach that area. Anyway, let's upgrade you. And for the mortars, they have their own AoE, reload, and crit. So there are different upgrades for certain towers here. Let's place more of you guys possibly, so that at least, you know what, let's change the upgrade to 500. So as you can see, it's really satisfying. Especially what I like about in any game in general is having games that have, if you've watched my tour videos, it's perfectly explained in that game. We're in the general art of the game is have their own style. However, all the special effects have their own bloom and glow and all these things. They just make things pop out even more. That's what I really like about certain visual effects in games. Okay, this is bad because I think I might need a single pyro here just to handle all the corruption. But I think that it would be, how do I say this? I think it would be fine. At least if ever I can showcase, like, I can showcase what would happen Plus or plus range to all guns. Shock. Okay. Let's have another tower here. A shock. If this tower basically. Wait. Let me upgrade you, please. Thank you. This tower just destroys shields. That's its only purpose. As you can see, if you slow it down, all shields are gone. They have very little range, as you can see here. But they're like shock towers and they just destroy shields. So if you're having problems with shields and all those things. Oh, as you can see, we have built up a bar here. So we have built up corruption. So you might be seeing a corruption effect here. Here, a curse. So as you can see, it's either 3 damage to temple or guns miss 50%. This is useful for us, but let's go for the healing zones. So these healing zones are in really bad position. Every time units go through there, they would heal up. Which is not ideal for us because, you know, we're the ones that are defending. But nevertheless, we're just trying our best. Let's place another one here. Let's target, no, not the least, the farthest to the temple. And don't forget to upgrade you. Let's just have one row that's really powerful. Also, if you notice here, gold, the percentage of gold. So, as the game progresses, the amount of gold you receive is reduced. So you need to take note of that and invest on towers that really benefit you or like have that really not like really help you in a way. Snowstorm, or we can have plus AoE to all mortars. It's worth a lot of money. Let's place more pyros here. That could be useful for us. And let's make sure to upgrade them so they would be useful for us as well. Oh, look at that. You know what? Let's slow it down so we can appreciate all the explosions. Look at the AoE of the mortars, dude. Look at that. Anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna play this for like a few more games similar to Rogue Tower, so I can just let's just have this magnetism. Another curse. Rain, fire damage, or earthquake. Let's have lightning bolts. Okay, good. They're not as powerful. They're not as cheap here, so I'm fine with that. Anyway, let's just, you know what? Let's just play some towers here just to add to the things. Maybe they can help. So I'm gonna play this for a bit just because, you know, it's really fun, and I want to like my journey in discovering like everything. As you can see, there's a lot of campaigns here. Like every map has their own gimmick and style, so you can adjust your strategy based on what is really happening. Honestly, we can just have this. People are not really going through. Another curse. Let's just have half gold drop. We don't really need them. Okay, are you ready to face Sloth? Enemies have 2 health. So here is where the mana comes up. We have the Annihilator here. The Annihilator gets the mana. And the greater mana you have, the faster this one builds up. So this thing basically destroys this one. And that wave is gone. So this is not an endless mode, but you're basically trying to survive for 20 waves. So that's the gist. And that, so you can adjust your strategy to that. Like you would know, like later, super curse, heavy rains, no fire damage, lose all faith, lose all mana. You know what? I think we can have no fire damage. And let's have the gold next wave. I think we can survive. Guns miss their attacks. I think I will die here. My only damage would probably be the mortars. So I think I need more mortars. Let's just see here. Okay, my mortars are doing fine, honestly. Oh no, we're getting so much curse, and I think that is on me. So you can adjust your strategy. So like like by the certain parts of the game, you would not really need the certain parts anymore. As you can see, these guys are still leveling up, even though they're not hitting, which I really like. Okay, honestly, our Mortar's doing so well. Certain curse. What? 9 healing zones? Okay, I hate this curse so much. I think I neglected to put some curse here. Um, you know what? We can destroy 9 towers on random. That's a lot though. Good thing it's mostly the mana, dude. So I don't mind. I can just replace them real quick. Plus they're really cheap. So with that, I think I will have dudes that target corrupted people here. So at least they would die and not have corruption. So I think I should have done that really early. Wait, hold on. Anyway, I'm sorry for that. Oh my god, the game paused there. It's just my my parents calling me, as I'm recording this. It's Mother's Day if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is Mother's Day. So first of all, I forgot, like, first of all, happy Mother's Day to every mother. Don't forget to greet your mothers and every mother's out there Mother's Day for being like one of the best mothers out there. Like, even though it's not your biological mother and all those things, just greet every mothers out there. They deserve all the love that they receive. That they should receive anyway. So I will probably record another video today or so before I, celebrate Mother's Day. But because it's just really early, I think most of my family is asleep right now. So that's why I'm recording this early. So at least I can still pump out videos every day. You know what? Let's do an earthquake tile. Oh, let's go. At least only one tower got destroyed. No damage temple next wave. So yeah, we can just do everything. Do anything. So as you can see here, everybody will just go through here. So we would not need these towers. And we can just place these guys no problem without thinking anything. And let's place more of these guys to target the corrupted. So once they reach the base, they would probably die. Easy enough. Look at this. The corrupted ones, they're not... The circle thing, they're not really reaching all my towers. So I'm not gaining corruption as of the moment. Okay, Fury. I almost read it as Furry, my bad. So if you're wondering what is Fate, these are used for your upgrades. And if you win certain maps, you also get other upgrades. So we have one. And now it is how many minutes? Wait, hold on. Let me just check the recording here. So we can have one more round. What's this? Oh, okay, fair enough. We can have one more round of a new map that I will probably lose because I would not know how to do it. I think I'm just gonna go with... I really don't know what these are, but let's try to get this. Yeah, it's my first time replaying a level. I'm sorry. There are a lot of things. Replaying battles, all you toil and inspiration. You can use them for crafting. Ooh. I see. I see. Curiosity, please, love. So we don't have ideas yet. So toil and inspiration. We don't have inspiration yet. So we can use these upgrades as you can see. Get a laser. It costs certain upgrades. So this is fate. This is hope. Yeah, it's hope. You can use fate to convert to hope, or you can win new maps and gain fate. So there are a lot of upgrades here. Like for example, free towers at the start. Suppress unwanted towers so you don't really want them. And increase your starting gold and all these things. We can also have cheaper towers if you really want to. So for now, we can have... What is this? Wet environment. Persistent rain throughout the battle. 50% fire damage. I think we'll be fine. We can use... So if we have persistent fire damage, we can use the shock to upgrade. Since power of pyro is that it goes through shields, but if there are no shields, might as well. And I know I played this before. I lost. It has spawners. Spawners are basically units that spawn units as they die, which is one of my least favorite enemies out there in a tower defense. Anyway, let us hope that at least we will have a decent run here. Let's have you, and you. I know it's consistent rain. Let's just upgrade you guys. And let's see what we have here. At least, like, since I'm playing this like in the in the beginning, at least you guys can like join in with the journey. Maybe give me some tips and tricks as well, because unlike Rogue Tower, I'm not really that familiar with any of these. Like, I'm familiar to a certain extent, but not really that familiar. Anyway, we have mortars, early mortars. Perfect. So at least we can spend our money here. And let's have some of you guys. Let's have the guns right now, since we're not gonna use. We're not going to use. How do I say this? We're not going to use pyro in this map because they will be like, we can use them, but they're not as efficient. So we can use. So let's just focus on like the mortars and maybe the electroshock thing. I forgot the name already, my bad. For this, let's split these guys up so at least everybody gets a chance to hit. Whoa, it's this early? What the hell? I don't think I even have mana for this. Never mind, I have enough mana for this, thank you. Okay, one got through. Just have these guys and upgrade them just a bit. Ooh, saved. Okay, let's have shock. I think I would really need this, like here and probably here, so that all the shields will be gone once they reach the base here. As you can see, boom, shields are gone, and these guys can go ham on everybody. Let's place you here. And you might be wondering, why am I evenly distributing these guys? It's because right now this is a set that's not really clumping up that much, so I really don't mind. Also, one thing I like about this game, each of the towers, like main towers, have their own color. So even if I zoom out real far like this, I would know which towers is which. Like the shock towers are the green ones, the blue ones are the regular towers, all these things. We can have bazooka, like, as a failsafe, as I told you. Like maybe a few failsafes here and there. Let's just add some ammo. Like, I think ammunition for bazookas are the most important part. Let's have a shocker here. And probably you. So at least I can just mitigate the amount of corruption that can reach this area over here. And sure, let's have a mortar. It doesn't really hurt having a mortar there. Bam, bam. Oh no. I heard the sound effect for corruption, which is really not good. Yes, curse. We can have a third of our gold. That's not really that much. So yeah, if you want this game, or like if you're enjoying this game, you can check it out for yourself. You can enjoy the journey with me as well. Since I'm just starting out this game as well, maybe you can give me some tips, you can give me some tricks, or maybe some exploits if you really want to discover it for yourself. So far only one unit got through. Oh, as you can see, also we got hope here because we destroyed a single thing. Pyro, not really mine temple. Let's just go for more mortars here. Let's make them rain. Not literally. Let's literally make it rain mortars here for these dudes. So you might be wondering, like, do I really need this much mana? And probably yes, because I will show you after the game where the mana comes in really good. So be sure to... let's not do that. Let's just have no fate next wave. Have 2 times shield. So at least be sure to check out by the end of the video, like what's the main purpose of having this amount of mana. And also, we have another hope. We destroyed one in this new map. We have more hope. We can unlock more towers or even more upgrades in general. Let's just have this guy. Upgrade you. Honestly, we can sell you. You're not really doing much. You as well. You as well. And you. And we can place all the towers over here. And not be afraid. And give me a blessing. Crit damage to all guns. Yes, please. We are going for a purely gun build here. Oh man, I really hate how these guys are so freaking tanky. Like, even though they're going through the shield, their shield is too much, man. Good thing I have 2 shields here just to destroy them before they, like, reach this area. Is this the final wave? Gunsmith's Earthquake. Oh, frick! Okay, fair enough. We can afford to replace you. Oh my gosh. Whew, that was scary. There. Interesting. So yeah, there's, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a story in this game, and I totally forgot. Because when I played this game, I just skipped the story and just literally played. I'm so sorry for the developer that I skipped it. I know maybe it took some time and effort to actually get the lore of this story done, but I just went in straight to the gameplay because I really want to destroy some of these enemies and have that satisfaction of tower defense. Maybe if I have the time, I will go back and like search for the lore in this, but for now, I'm just enjoying the gameplay. So please don't take offense to that. Sure. More upgrades? Damage to all mortars. Sure. Like free gold. And everything's so expensive now that I don't really think that I have enough. How do I say this? Yeah, I don't think I have enough to do anything here. Like, maybe I can place like a gun here or there, but for now, everything just trying to... Ooh, bazooka, miss. Yeah, I think I can just go for next wave. I don't want to reduce... I have an idea. What if we destroy one of you guys and just turn you into a freaking bazooka? Or maybe just place like... You are the cheapest towers out here. So maybe this is just appropriate to actually like do these things. Another curse. Okay, at least it's not that good. Anyway. Okay, thank gosh. They're the cheapest ones out there. Okay, we're almost done, I think. How in the world are these guys so tanky? Good thing we have the rockets out here. Like, look at this. What the heck? What are these dudes? Are they spiders? Are they the beasts? Good thing we have these guys over here. Like, you know, you shoot, bam, get destroyed. And I think we're just done here. And maybe I'm gonna end that video right there afterwards. Sure, why not? Half the gold next wave. We have 0% gold. We're not gaining any gold anytime soon. Let's just have range to all guns and have sloth. As you can see here, as this one gets destroyed, we get another hope. Not really a problem. And that was the easiest round I've ever faced. I expected harder in this map, but maybe I just got the perfect tower synergies here. And before we end the video, I will show you one of the reasons why I want to accumulate mana as soon as possible. Because we have Dun, 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 dun. Aside from, oh, we got some faith there. We also get some hope. 3 hope. Oh, we also have stats if you really want to know the stats. So here is the surplus mana. There's a pachinko style in this game. It's Peglin all over again. So if you really want to, like, gain some more, so maybe I can just do this. And yeah, I have 2 extra faith. And yeah, and you can also use the hope to unlock more of these levels if you want to. So, and you can just play other maps as well. So for now, I'm gonna end that video right there. Hope you enjoyed this video. Click that like button if you did. Subscribe if you want more. But comment, it helps the algorithm. And I will see you next time. And that's Gods of Defense. See ya.